Taurus, welcome to your love and money reading. We are going to look at those two things. Let's not waste any time. Let's jump in and look at love. And this is going to be mid-June all the way to the end of June. Okay. Show me, what does Taurus, what does Taurus need to know about, let's start with money, because I know how you guys like money. Don't we all? Let's start with money. What does Taurus need to know about their money in June? What does Taurus need to know about their money in June right now? What does Taurus need to know about money in June? Guys, I do have a little bit of a different setup. I got stuff going on around the house. I was like, we'll just move it into this room and hope it works out. The sun is at least really good. This is not me having brightness. This is literally just, I'm just bright. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the King of Swords. And we have Judgment coming out, Taurus. With that Knight of Cups, and I do have a little baby mini deck to clarify. With that Knight of Cups, it feels like we're pursuing, and then we have kind of the Seven of Cups that wants to come out here. It's almost like you're pursuing things that feel good to you, that like bring pleasure to you. So if you really like to draw or paint, it's like, well, how do I turn my drawing and painting skill or enjoyment or hobby into something that's going to make me some money, right? So that's kind of what that's saying, but you do have a lot of options. That's what that Seven of Cups is showing, is you have a lot of options here. A lot of different things that you could kind of invest in or go towards or move in, directions that you could take, right? That King of Swords means you're still trying to be really strategic though. So you're not like, clarified by the moon. So like you're trying to be strategic, even though it's like, I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's going to end. I don't know how it's going to happen if I pursue this passion, this interest, this enjoyment. I don't know anything really about it, but I am going to try to be as strategic as I can. The advice that I'll say with that I kind of get is, realize that you can't control everything, Taurus. You cannot predict and control and determine everything that's going to happen. Sometimes that creates like a rigidity, and I think for some of you it's creating like a lot of difficulty with trying to actually get this up and moving and forward, trying to get it to happen for you. It's creating a lot of like blocks and stops because you're trying to be overly strategic. You're trying to be overly predictable. But sometimes when you're taking a new road, you don't know what's going to happen in that road. You can't determine it. You can't predict what's going to occur, right? And then we have Judgment coming out. Judgment's clarified by the Magician here. This is like giving it another chance, but realizing, I don't need anything other than what I have. So I think that this probably is something that you might have pursued before, and it didn't work out. There was too many blocks, too many stoppages. That Moon card really gives me like a lot of like, I didn't know where I was going, I didn't know what I was doing kind of energy here, okay? And this is saying with that Judgment, it's like if I do it again, if I do it this time around, I have more resources, and maybe it's because the last time you did it, if it didn't work out and it failed, that actually ended up being a really good thing because it gave you some experience. It gave you things that you can like rely on and trust in, even though you don't know where it's going to go or how it's going to happen. What it gave you was the experience to know how to avoid those pitfalls. There's at least a baseline of things that you can expect to have to do, whether it's like, filing paperwork, applying for different things, or how to like use social media. It's like it gave you a baseline, right, of what to expect, but you still can't really predict and strategize the entire outcome or journey of it. Sometimes you just got to do it. And I think that's what you realized the last time you did it was like, okay, I went in and I just did it. It didn't work out well, but it felt good to do it, and you learned something by doing. Every failure is not just a failure, it's also a learning lesson if you allow it to be that. If you don't get too like focused on the fact that you failed and it didn't work out. It's like, yeah, it can actually be a really good learning lesson. It can actually be really positive for you, okay? It's kind of how this is working out for you. I like this. So I do think that you can have money with this, but I think it's going to be like a lot of blocks in the beginning when you start to move towards it, when you start to actually do it. I think there's going to be a lot of blocks and like unpredictable energy, and if you try to control it, it's going to stop you from doing what you want to do. It's going to slow everything down. Sometimes you just got to like not let it control. Yeah, and then we have the Five of Cups that wanted to pop out. That's like, don't get too frightened by the past about what already happened, what already occurred, right? Don't let that scare you. You got to just keep trying, even if it doesn't work out. But eventually it can make you money, but I think in the beginning it's just, you got to learn to let go of release the control. Surrender to the process, right? I think that's what they say. Anything else Taurus needs to know about money in June? Anything? I almost said July. Maybe you'll start to get money in July then. You know, maybe that's when it'll actually come together for you, Taurus. Anything else Taurus needs to know about money in June? Anything else Taurus needs to know about their money in June? Yeah, Four of Wands. Contracts, commitments, the Star, following passion, King of Cups. Dude, follow your intuition here, okay? Allow your intuition about like what you enjoy, because I think the best thing that you could probably do, Taurus, your sign in general, or I say your sign specifically, is find something that you love to do and then learn how to make money from it, because you guys are so good at working, you're so good at making money, and you're so good at committing to things, right? And taking it all the way through to the end. But I think what happens sometimes is, Taurus, you commit to things that actually don't bring you pleasure, and because you're so focused on the money aspect. This is saying like, dude, it's time to commit to something that you're going to enjoy, something that feels like a dream come true, even if you're not seeing the finances right now, even if it's difficult, it's challenging, it's hard. That King of Cups is saying you feel deeply, you feel emotional about this. That's what all three of these are saying. This is a deep emotional feeling, okay? This is something where you got to listen to your heart on this. You got to follow your heart, as cliche as that is. You got to follow your heart, Taurus, okay? This is beautiful energy. I love it, because whatever you're doing, whatever you're going to be stepping into, it's pretty awesome. It's definitely something that's going to bring a lot of emotional happiness, but stick to it, even if you don't see the monetary, the actual physical gains and outcome of it. Because we don't have not one pentacle on this table right now. But there's lots of cups, lots of cups, lots of emotions, okay? So I think you need to overcome the emotional blocks, and not let the material, the money piece scare you away from doing what you want to do. Don't always rely on the money to guide you. Sometimes the heart has to guide you. The emotions have to show you what direction to go towards. All right, let's go ahead and look at love, Taurus. I like this. So yeah, you're probably not gonna make no money this month off of it, or very little money, like not sustainable money. I think in July you might start to get some of that money come in. But do it. If it makes you feel good, if it makes you feel happy and you enjoy it, do it, okay? There's a saying that I would always like, I quote it poorly because I don't remember how it actually goes, but it's like essentially, and then you have the lovers falling out. That's a choice, right? Don't chase money. Chase your passions and money will follow, right? Taurus, for love, I am going to pull some of these cards. These are like my own deck that I made, but it's in the, how do you say it? The pre-trial stages. So I need to come up with like all the definitions and stuff that I'll put on the back of it. So I figure what better way to do it than use it during readings, because as you know, one card can never hold just a single meaning. They usually have multiple meanings, and so as they come out, I might write down non-obvious reasons or meanings for it, okay? Show me, what does Taurus need to know about love in June? What does Taurus need to know about love in June? Show me, what does Taurus need to know about love in June? We got Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Ten of Cups on the bottom. I like that Ten of Cups energy. It's good energy to have. Let's see, with that Three of Wands, I mean, honestly, just looking at all of these together, it feels like you're waiting for something or someone to like come in and work with them to create happiness, Taurus. it definitely gives me travel vibes. I think you're either moving towards this person or you're waiting for this person to move towards you. Or it's maybe you're like waiting for an opportunity to move towards this person is also what that could be, because it's like you're waiting for your ships to come in. Like that's your instant immediate energy, right? That's the strongest energy. But I think what you're waiting on is not like opportunity for other stuff. It's like I want this opportunity to come in so that I can approach them. So then it makes me wonder, why do you feel like you need to have like an opportunity to go towards, and who I am going to say is this Queen of Pentacles. Karen? Maybe that's an actual significant name, but Karen is like, you know, Karens. So I think you might be being a little bit of a Karen right now, where it's like you're overthinking it, you're taking things too personal, you're up in your head, you're causing more issues than necessary here. Taurus, I think I don't think you actually need to wait for an opportunity to go towards this person. I think that's where that Karen energy is coming into play, because it's like, no, don't be a Karen about the situation, Taurus. Don't be a Karen, okay? If it's someone you like and you want to talk to them and you want to hang out with them and you want to reconnect with them or you want to do something with them, don't be a Karen about it. Just do it. Nobody likes a Karen, okay? Show me this Queen of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this Queen of Pentacles? Because now I'm kind of curious about why you're acting like a Karen about this. And again, it's just like you're overthinking it, okay? You're overthinking it. You're taking everything like super personal. You're a little too caught up in your own emotions. It's like when someone cares so much about themselves that everything is just, you know, oh, it's terrible, life and work. It's like you gotta look outwardly, okay? You can't always be so self-obsessed, because that will literally just turn you into a Karen, where every little thing is about you and how it affects you. What about them? What about the world? What about your community? What about, you know, everyone else on the receiving end of your energy and your behavior, okay? That's kind of what that's saying. It's like you need to look at the things that are happening around you. How are you affecting people, rather than always think, crybaby. What's going on, Taurus? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? You know, for some of you, Crybaby and Karen definitely go together, but some of you might be looking at the Queen of Pentacles in that way. So whoever this Queen of Pentacles is that you actually like enjoy and like, I mean, some of you are definitely carrying this energy, which I believe, you know, not to hate on you guys, but Tauruses can often fall into like really bad victim mentality, where it's like, oh my God, everything and everyone is against me and the world is trying to destroy me and it's everyone else's fault. And, you know, you guys have the capacity in a healed way to take very good accountability and ownership, but Tauruses have a thing where they can fall into being the victim, okay? And with Crybaby coming out, and I'm talking about Karens, it's like, don't be a crybaby, don't be a Karen. Stop thinking about yourself. Take accountability for why you ended up in and maybe that's why you're looking for an opportunity to come in, because like you're not seeing that the real way. Oh, that one flew. Hypocrite. Oh, Taurus. I don't know. So I'm gonna stop pulling because I want to like explain the energy that's in front of us right now. Okay, before I keep getting more, because it's just the cards are being a little bit of a hater, okay? With Karen, Crybaby, and Hypocrite, okay? Taurus, I think part of the thing that's happening here with you and this person, it's like you're trying to find a reason, a justification why you need to talk to this person, why you need to reconnect with them, why you need to, you know, communicate. It's like you're looking for an actual reason to give this person. It can't just be like, oh, because I felt like I wanted to, because I miss you, because I love you, because I like you, because I want to get to know you. It feels like with these cards coming out for you, it's almost like the only thing you actually have to do is take accountability for whatever it is that you need to take accountability for. It's like you need to fess up to something. You need to stop blaming the circumstances. Stop blaming people in the situation. Don't blame anything external to you, because that's how you give your power away, and that's how you fall into victim mentality. It's because you truly feel like a victim, but it's because you give your power away by blaming other people for your actions, your feelings, your thoughts, your reactions, the things you do, how you show up. If you fail, if something wrong happens. And I'm not saying you guys aren't hard on yourself. I think you absolutely are. But what this is saying is, it's like, I think that you're not realizing that you don't actually need a reason to talk to this Queen of Pentacles. The only thing that you need to do is take accountability, take ownership, own up to whatever it is that you did, whatever this interaction is, whatever the reason is that you feel like you need. So if you did something towards this Queen of Pentacles, with her, against her, whatever it is, and you feel bad about it, instead of like waiting for a reason to connect with her, I think you just need to take ownership and accountability for what you did and what happened, and then hope that, you know, they'll reconnect with you. Because this is very much the energy of like victim mentality. This is like, you know, I did it because this happened and that person did. It's like, no, you did it because you wanted to do it. You did it because you chose to do it, because that was your decision, right? You said it because you wanted to say it. You said it because that's how you felt. Like, own up to the energy. Own up to whatever this is, whatever you need to own up to, okay? That's what this is saying. You don't actually need a reason. And I think even if you tried to figure out and create a reason, it really wouldn't work anyways, because the energy's like, stop coming up with excuses to talk and connect and whatever, and just say it how it is. Like, own it and just say it for what it is, and say how you feel. Just, I like you, I want to talk to you more, and I'm sorry that I did this, I'm sorry I did that, this is what happened. Take accountability and ownership for your actions and your words, your thoughts, your feelings, whatever it is, right? And then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming up next. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by show me the Queen of Pentacles. Who is this Queen of Pentacles? Okay. I don't like that these keep falling. We have Drama Queen and we have Stalker to clarify the Queen of Pentacles. So I think this is someone who maybe reacts a little too much, and maybe that's why you have a hard time taking accountability and like owning up to stuff with this person, is because they know how to really blow something up and like make it way worse than it actually is. But I also think this person secretly like does creep and like look on profiles, catch up on people, whether it's you or other people. It's like they definitely kind of watch your moves, watch what you're doing. But I can kind of understand, again, I'm not giving you like justification for not taking ownership or accountability here, but what it definitely shows me is like, maybe there's a reason why you always go into blaming everything else around you, so that you don't get the brunt of like the Queen of Pentacles dramatic reactions and feelings and emotions. Like, and it doesn't mean that they're like actually creating drama or like that they're a really dramatic kind of person, but I think maybe they don't know how to reel it in, you know. They might have like deep feelings, and so they're really sensitive. So when you touch, you know, one of those nerves in the wrong way, they kind of just blow up and they react and they like make it this big thing, even though it maybe doesn't have to be a huge thing. It doesn't have to actually be big, but that's kind of how they react. And then they don't like, and then I think I think this person probably doesn't have the healthiest version of communication either, because the fact that the Stalker came out lets me know that instead of reaching out to you, instead of talking to you, instead of catching up, it's like they're more likely to kind of, well, let me look at the social media, let me look at what are people saying about them. It's like they would rather go around the corner and find out what's going on with you than just come straight to you, right? So there's a little bit of avoidance energy there, okay? And then we have that Three of Pentacles. So I think this is your desire of wanting to work together, right? Wanting to build something. Let's see, what do we need to know about that Three of Pentacles energy? This is very interesting. What do we need to know about that Three of Pentacles energy? That's good. That means you want to work together. You want to build something. You want to like come together with this person and do what you need to do to build a life, to build a future, to do whatever you need to do. It's like you both are willing and ready, I think, to do that. But it just seems to be like this messy communication, this messy way that you guys interact with each other. It's really like stopping a lot of things. Okay. I like that Hustler came out for that Three of Pentacles. How's this ultimately going to end? What can Taurus expect to end by the end of June? How is this going to end? What energies are going to be here? Let me get the actual tarot for that one. How is this ending by the end of June? How is this playing out by the end of June? How is this playing out by the end of June? Ooh. We have the Devil and the Moon. I think there is so much unspoken temptation and interest and passion and emotions towards each other, but it stays hidden. It stays an illusion. It's almost like, Taurus, I think you might have like your passion, your interest, your want, your desire for this person just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And you like do nothing about it. You just keep feeling it and not acting on it. Like you're not moving towards them. You're not taking action. There's no real progress happening here, but there's definitely like this build up of like sexual tension, desire, interest, passion, lust, whatever it is. That temptation is definitely there and it's getting bigger, but it's not being acted on. Okay, so by the end of June, I just think that you have bigger, deeper, greater feelings for this person, but we're not actually doing anything to act on them. Show me the Queen of Pentacles. How is the Queen of Pentacles feeling about Taurus by the end of June? How is the Queen of Pentacles feeling about Taurus by the end of June? Ooh. The Queen of Pentacles feels like, Taurus, you are stuck. They feel like, I kind of want to pull a clarifying card on this because on the bottom we have the Eight of Cups coming in. Show me the Eight of Swords energy. Show me the Eight of Swords energy. Show me the Eight of Swords. Ah! I didn't want that many. Show me the Eight of Swords energy. Because I kind of want to know if they feel this way about you, or if they feel this is how you feel about them. Show me the Eight of Swords energy. I only want one. We'll take two. Manipulator and hater. Okay. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles by the end of June, it's like they feel like they can't move towards you. They feel like they're not supposed to come towards you. And it is a stuck energy because I think that they actually want to. I think you both share this devil energy, this temptation to be with or around each other. But it's like they're holding themselves back. They're keeping themselves stuck and away from you because I think in their perception, they think that you're like someone who just wants them to fail, that you keep manipulating them, you keep getting one over on them. Like you're not, in their opinion, in their perception, like you're not a good person for them. You're like this toxic energy, I think, is the way they're seeing it, right? They see you as someone that's not for their greatest good, and so they keep themselves held back from you. I don't think they want to stay held back from you, but they feel like because you're not maybe like healthy for them, that they're choosing to stay and resist anything around you and hold back and withdraw from you. Taurus, I hope this helped. That's everything I have for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your June, and I'll see you later. Bye.